The most powerful anti-aging tool available to you costs nothing. No prescription, no supplement bottle, no $40 serum. And most people over 60 walk right past it every single morning without even noticing. Researchers have spent the last few years studying what actually slows the visible and invisible signs of aging. Low energy, stiff joints, brain fog, muscle loss. And again, the answer keeps pointing back to the same 15 minutes after you wake up. In this video, I'm going to show you the 4 things worth doing in that first hour, backed by real research, and exactly how to fit them into a normal morning. Here's why this matters more after 60 than at any other point in your life. Your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that runs your sleep, hormones, and energy, naturally weakens with age. Research measuring this rhythm in older adults found it runs noticeably weaker and shifts earlier than it did decades before. That's not a life sentence. It's a signal that your body needs stronger morning cues to reset itself. The good news: a handful of free habits, done consistently, can help recalibrate that clock and protect the muscle, focus, and steady energy you want for the next 20 years. If you're new here, this channel breaks down longevity science every week without the hype. So if that's useful to you, sticking around means you won't miss what's coming next. The first habit costs nothing but 10 minutes. Step outside. Your eyes contain special cells that respond only to real daylight. Even on a cloudy day, outdoor light is far brighter than anything indoors, and that brightness is the trigger your circadian clock has been waiting for. A 2025 study published in BMC Public Health tracked how the timing of sunlight exposure affects sleep, and found that morning light specifically helped shift people's sleep earlier and improved overall sleep quality. A separate diary study following adults for over 2 months found that morning sunlight, not evening or midday light, was the version that actually predicted better sleep the following night. Your takeaway: within an hour of waking, get outside for 10 to 15 minutes. Walk to get the mail. Sit outside with your coffee. After this habit, not before. We'll get to why in a minute. Skip the sunglasses if you can. This one habit helps set off the hormonal chain reaction, melatonin, cortisol, body temperature, that governs how well you sleep and, over time, how well you age. Second, move your body before you sit down for breakfast. Not a workout, just movement. A 2022 study following more than 58,000 South Korean adults over 65 for several years found something surprising. Even light-intensity activity, walking to the mailbox, puttering in the garden, moving around the kitchen, was linked to a meaningfully lower risk of death compared with staying sedentary. Broader research reviewing physical activity and mortality in older adults has found the same pattern again and again. Some movement beats none, and consistent movement beats occasional movement. Your takeaway this week: before you sit down with coffee or breakfast, spend 5 to 10 minutes moving. A short walk around the block, a few flights of stairs, stretching by the window. It doesn't need to be hard. It just needs to happen before you sit. Third, drink a full glass of water before your first cup of coffee. You lose water overnight just from breathing and normal body processes. Researchers at Penn State studied how that everyday, mild dehydration affects thinking and found something specific. Even slight dehydration made it harder for middle-aged and older adults to sustain attention on tasks longer than about 14 minutes. Not memory. Not decision-making. Focus. The kind you need to follow a conversation, read the news, or drive safely. A separate analysis of national health data found older adults with lower hydration scored worse on attention and processing speed tests. Coffee is a mild diuretic, so starting your day with caffeine before water can nudge you in the wrong direction. So here's the takeaway: keep a glass of water on your nightstand or next to the coffee maker and drink it first. Coffee can still happen, just second. Fourth, and this one surprises people: what you eat at breakfast may matter more for your muscles than what you eat at dinner. After 60, muscle becomes harder to build and easier to lose, a process researchers call sarcopenia. A study following older adults in Japan found that protein eaten specifically at breakfast had a stronger link to preserved muscle mass than the same amount eaten at lunch or dinner. A related study found that older adults who ate higher quality protein at breakfast, eggs, dairy, fish, had roughly half the rate of weak grip strength, one of the clearest markers of muscle aging, compared with those who didn't. Your takeaway: aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. That's roughly 3 eggs, a cup of Greek yogurt with nuts, or cottage cheese with fruit. If breakfast has mostly been toast and coffee, this is the easiest swap on this list. Let's bring this together. Get outside for natural light within the first hour. Move your body before you sit down. Drink water before your coffee. Build your breakfast around real protein. 4 habits, $0, all backed by research on aging, muscle, and sleep. You don't need to do all 4 perfectly starting tomorrow. Pick just one, probably the morning light or the glass of water, since those take the least effort. And do it every day this week. That's how habits actually stick. If you found this useful, you'll want to watch Why Your Muscles Age Faster Than the Rest of You next. I'll link it on screen now. And if this kind of evidence-based content is useful to you, subscribing means you'll get a new video every Tuesday and Friday. Small, free habits compound over years. And that's a genuinely exciting thing to have control over. Everything in this video is for educational purposes only. Please speak with your doctor before making any changes to your health routine.